Wagyu Gaming. Hey there, broskies. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So Wagyu here and back with another Kingdom of Heroes Tactics War video. So today we're going to be talking about the upcoming maintenance for Kingdom of Heroes Tactics War. So they're going to be adding the Tower of Arrogance soon by the time this update drops. The new Tower of Arrogance, by the way. Talking about Tower of Arrogance, I'm officially stuck at 35. If you do have tips for me, please do leave a comment in the comment section below. I want to finish 35 and get to 40 at least, but yeah, right now I'm stuck. So anyway, going back. So adding 5 elemental towers, fire, water, tree, light, and darkness. So each elemental towers can only be challenged by heroes of the same element as the tower. Oh, okay. So you can't use off-element units, okay? So it's gonna be a bit difficult. So yeah. Unlock the element-specific tower by clearing Adventure District 3-7 Conqueror, okay? So you can't just go in the Elemental Tower of Arrogance. You have to clear 3-7. Oh, there's only 10 attempts per day. For details, please check the Tower of Arrogance guide. Okay, so take note of this update. Be sure to clear 3-7 and to use your 10 attempts per day, okay? So next is we get to talk about the hero Muse, the upcoming hero. I'm sure you guys are updated about this in my previous update video. So here are her skills, and she's a 5-star unit, fighter class, and she's water. So her first skill, Mic Thump. It feels like they didn't just name it like Mic Drop. Would have sounded better. But anyway, attacks with increased crit rate by 10%. I'm guessing this means that it can be skilled up to 20%. And success hits have a 45% chance to reduce the speed of enemies for 1 turn up to 2 turns if skilled up. I'm assuming, that's not sure, okay? So this is quite useful. I always like units that reduce unit speed, especially water types. I mean, they can be really useful for the sealed armory. And next is she has Climax. Attacks enemies within a target area with a high note that only Muse can make, knocking them back 1 tile. If you have more resistance than the enemy hit, this attack will be a guaranteed crit hit. Successful hits have a 40%, which can be upgraded to 65% chance to stun enemies hit for 1 turn. Okay, so there was like a strategy in Reddit that was posted just a few moments ago. I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys to see the thread. So they were giving tips on how to deal with the Outer Realm. Yeah, that's it, Outer Realm. I forgot the name. So yeah, you actually have to knock back bosses that bring bombs. Yeah, more on this in a separate video. I'll be discussing it. I'll be trying out that strategy soon. But anyway, knockback is what you're gonna be needing. So next is Humming. Muse guards her mind by humming. Her base resistance is increased by 10% and she becomes immune to debuffs that increase skill cooldown duration. At the start of turn, she gains increased attack for 2 turns, activates on Muse's first turn and every second turn thereafter. So this is a passive, I'm assuming. Yeah. So she can't be increased cooldown skills. She can't take that. Yeah, she doesn't want that. So aside from this, she has a leader skill of resistance plus 29%, which can be upgraded up to 43%. Okay, now I'm sure it's going. The arrow means it can be upgraded up to a certain amount. Okay, the effect is maintained even if the leader has fallen. So it's a all content leader skill. Okay, so next is Lakisis. Okay, she's getting a buff. I'm assuming, yeah, it's a buff. So here are her skills. So before, it says fire magic energy at a target enemy and knocks them back 1 tile. Again, knockback units are quite useful. So after that, it becomes fires magic energy at a target enemy and knocks them back 1 tile. If you have greater attack than the enemy hit, you put them to sleep for 1 turn. Okay, I don't know where sleep can be useful. PvP maybe, so I'm guessing they're trying to configure Lakisis to be a PvP unit. But next is Beads of Chaos. What's wrong with these names? But anyway, attacks a target enemy with Chaos Energy. This skill's damage increases when the enemy has lesser remaining HP. If the enemy is killed, Intrusion Spell's cooldown is reset. Okay, so Intrusion Spell is her last skill. Okay, after the buff, she gets attacks a target enemy with Chaos Energy with increased crit damage by 20%. If you kill the target, you absorb Remnant Magic Energy, gaining an action opportunity and resetting Intrusion Spell's cooldown. Okay, so this time, she takes another turn when she is able to kill the enemy. And also, it has an increased crit damage of 20%, okay? So, quite useful. I mean, action opportunities are always welcome. Extra turns are always welcome. This game is about maintaining the number of turns your enemy has and the number of turns you take. Especially that, you know, there's only a limited amount of turns, and sometimes enemies are trigger skills based on the number of turns that they're taking, okay? So, last but not the least, intrusion spell. Before, attacks a target enemy by firing magic that invades the body. Successful hits reduce the target's action gauge by 60%. Wow, that's quite a lot. And reduces its speed for 4 turns. Wow, I didn't realize she has this kind of skills. Successful crit hits stun the target for 1 turn. And with the buff, okay, with the buff, attacks a target enemy by firing magic that invades the body. Successful hits reduce the target speed for 3 turns. Okay, was reduced by 1 turn. Still welcome. And reduce their action gauge to 0%. Imagine that. Imagine that's like basically no turn. Like, it runs out of turns, okay? So, successful crit hits stun the target for 1 turn and reduces the cooldown of intrusion spell by 1 turn. Wow. I like this. This is quite OP, just looking at it. I don't know if any other unit has an action gauge reduction to 0%. But yeah, those are always welcome and those are always useful, believe me. I am always into units like these. But however, she's an L&D unit, so she's not going to be that easy to get. But anyway, next on the buff list, it's going to be Balder. Personally, I've been using Balder, although I think I de-runed her just a few moments ago. But yeah. Anyway, her skill is up from 6% to 10%, that heals on her first skill. So after that, purification. So it was remove 1 debuff from a target ally. Successful removing debuffs grant the target a shield for 10% of max HP for 2 turns. Okay, now it removes 2 debuffs and brings the shield up to 20% if you skill it up and based on the max HP, and it still lasts 2 turns. Okay, so Sacred Light, so this is basically her heal, recovers 30% of the target ally's HP. So after the buff, it recovers 20%, although it can be skilled up to 30% of a target ally's max HP. So what's the difference? If you know the difference, guys, of HP, just HP versus max HP. If the target is below 70% HP, you grant them a shield for 20% of their max HP for 2 turns. I'm assuming HP means just the base HP without the runes, and max HP means the whole thing, including the upgraded runes and everything. Just my assumption. If I am wrong, do let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm guessing that's it, since it's going to be a buff. It doesn't sound right if it's basically the same and it just got a reduction. But anyway, I'm just letting you guys know about the update and the new skills that these units have. Next is Caligula. Wow, this is a long list. Anyway, so Ego Sword. Before, attack enemies in a line. Successful crit hits reduce the attack of enemies hit for 1 turn. Okay, useful. Attacks enemies in a line. Successful crit hits. Okay, it's the same. Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. Slight skills power slightly increase. Okay, so it's just a multiplier addition. I'm guessing it's the same as this one. Yeah, although this one gets a continuous damage and it's based on speed. So the skills damage increases when you have greater speed. If you have greater speed than the enemy hit, you inflict continuous damage. Okay, skills power slightly increase as well. Okay, continuous damage useful. Water unit. I think Caligula was a water unit, so it can be used in Sealed Armory. I'm really into Sealed Armory right now. I'm trying to clear it like sub 1 minute, but yeah. Anyway, Soul Strike performs a powerful attack on a target enemy's soul with increased crit damage by 15%. If the target is killed, Soul Strike's cooldown is reset. Okay, it becomes an increased crit damage by 30%, which can be upgraded up to 40%. But they remove the Soul Strike cooldowns reset. Okay, so next is Hateful Soul. Caligula recovers 20% of damage inflicted as HP. If an enemy is killed by Caligula, he gains increased attack for 1 turn. Caligula recovers 20% of damage inflicted as HP. Additionally, when Caligula kills an enemy, he has a 35% chance to gain increased attack for 1 turn and an action opportunity. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it's more of a nerf than a buff. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comment section below as well. Okay? Yeah. I mean, the last 2 skills feels like they kind of weakened it. Yeah. Anyway. That's their decision. Okay, so I think Caligula was the last unit with the update, with the buff, quote-unquote buff. So anyway, there's also some new mechanics for the crafting area, so crafting material. So changes to challenge mission, increasing the number of free daily refreshes 1 time to 2 times. 3 types of crafting materials have a small chance of appearing as challenge mission rewards. Tome of the Altar Realm, yes, I need that. I don't have that. I keep lacking like 3 more in order to craft for the re-rolling of substats. But anyway, Jewel of the Nether and Ancient Dust. Ancient Dust is no longer required for intermediate rune crafting. Okay, makes it easier to craft intermediate rune, so which is a 5 to 6 star rune, and it's going to be rare, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's going to be a rare rune. And next is changes to crafting material drop rate in the Rune Dungeon or Awakening Valley. Rune Dungeon, reduced Ancient Dust drop rate and increased chance to acquire runes. Total number of dust acquired on drop has increased. Okay, so basically they reduce the chance to drop, but when they drop, there's more. So you're probably going to acquire more runes this time alongside that. Okay, so Awakening Valley, Jewel of the Nether, drop rate has slightly increased. Okay, so they basically making it more convenient for us to farm them, except yeah, just trying to make it more convenient for us. So these updates are, oh yeah, alongside this, they also added the costumes. So as you can see in the right hand side of the screen, these updates were just recently posted around 18 minutes ago. I think even less when I started recording the video. But yeah, so adding 3 new warrior costumes. I'm not really into it, the design. I don't know yet. Might check it out in game. Maybe it changes my perspective on it. But yeah, Cyclopis, Helena, and Caligula gets new costumes. So I guess that's the reason for the quote-unquote buff on Caligula. Okay, so details. Rare grade costumes are also applied to hero icon, thumbnails, and illustrations when equipped. Normal grade costumes are applied to in-game battle only when equipped. Okay, so that's the difference. So basically, you can see it on the icon as well when you click on your unit, and if it's only a normal grade costume, then you only get to see it when you go to the battlefield. Okay. So, there's also a drop rate up for Muse. I think this is the last part of the update. So yeah, it's going to last 2 weeks since update. Wow, that's quite long for a... Is that normal? No, I think it's only like 1 week usually per banner, right? Okay, so we got a lot of chance to get Muse, and we'll do a review on Muse soon. I think I have to check her out in order to be a better judge of whether or not she's worth summoning for. But yeah, we'll talk about Muse soon when the update drops, okay? So adding collection. Oh, there's more to this update. I didn't realize. Adding new collection group, Kingdom of Mystery 3. Adding Muse or okay, so basically Eligos, the one of the 5-star units alongside Muse gives you a collection, like similar to the one in the Codex section. Yeah, I forgot the name, but yeah, you have to level them up and skill them up in order to get some of bonus stats. Like, for example, this icon means that it's an attack up, and this icon means a defense up. Okay. Adding a feature where a total of 12 runes can be upgraded at once. Oh, it's convenient. How do you do that? All selected runes will continue to upgrade until they reach the set value. You can get vibration notifications when upgrades are finished. Wow, so we can just leave our account upgrading runes. Okay, that's convenient. Although it's gonna eat up all your money, your silver, I'm guessing. But anyway, still, quality of life changes are always welcome. It's always going to be useful. Okay, so changing starting round for guild raid for additional attempts, second, third try on the same day. Current start from last round reach -1. Okay, yeah, I noticed this. When you finish a guild raid, you go back 1 stage when you start a new run. But yeah, I think they're changing it now to just the same stage where you actually stop. Okay, so which is nice. Expanded the maximum of certain quests in achievement. Send friendship points, rune upgrade. Yeah, so basically just more achievements and more opportunities to gain silver. Most of these give you silver and some promotional items and some crystals. But yeah, more achievements for us, which is good. Always welcome. Hero skill upgrade status can now be viewed on the hero list page. Nice. How do you open this scene anyway? Does anyone know? Like, how can you see something like this on your screen? I wonder if they're going to give us a quality of life feature for swapping runes. But anyway, this is always welcome as well. Skill effect guide UI added to the battle screen, showing skill effects that may proc depending on the stat difference of you and the enemy. Example, Muse skill 2. Okay, so basically it's just a UI upgrade. Summer season ends, in-game lobby background image and music will revert back to what it was previously. Okay, so basically they're telling us that the summer season has ended and we're going back to the usual lobby background image. Okay, so I guess that's it for this update. I'm wondering if they're going to take out the summer costumes in the costume shop. I wonder. I hope to know soon. But anyway, that's it for this update. If you do have any questions, as always, do let me know in the comment section below. I'm quite excited for this update. Lots of new quality of life feature for us, which is always welcome here in games like these. I mean, it's already grind enough for us to be playing it, but yeah, that's where the fun is. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and see you in the next video.